Welcome to City Insider. In today's video we'll start with Pep Guardiola drops triple Man City injury update. The treble winners face their third Premier League match in just 6 days on Saturday afternoon, travelling to London for a clash with Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, following quick-fire matches against Arsenal and Aston Villa at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City could move level on points with league leaders Liverpool and ahead of Arsenal with a win over Crystal Palace on Saturday afternoon, with the Eagles currently 8 points clear of the relegation zone. Pep Guardiola's side collapsed to a 2-2 draw in the reverse fixture in December, as Palace bounced back from 2-0 down with goals in the 76th and 95th minute. Manchester City are unbeaten since early December, however, and are unbeaten in their past 4 matches against Palace in all competitions. Saturday's Premier League fixture comes prior to Tuesday's UEFA Champions League quarter-final first-leg clash with Real Madrid, with Manchester City facing 3 injury concerns ahead of both games. Ederson, Kyle Walker and Nathan Ake all missed the midweek win over Villa, with Ederson and Walker having also been absent for last Sunday's goalless draw with Arsenal. Pep Guardiola confirmed that both Walker and Ake would miss Saturday's visit to Selhurst Park. However, Ederson could be in contention to return for the first time since being forced off at Anfield last month. Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland could both return for Manchester City this weekend, after the pair were dropped for Wednesday's win at the Etihad Stadium. Man City academy player has wowed in first-team training. The Manchester club have seen numerous players make their way through the academy and into the first team over recent years, such as Phil Foden, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob and Cole Palmer among others. Now though, a report has emerged containing details of another youngster's first taste of being around the first team and even managing to frustrate one of Pep Guardiola's star players on the training pitch. A recent report from the Daily Mail had this to say on the matter. It said, Gabriel and William Saliba both labelled Jeremy Doku as the trickiest player to face in the league last week, and there is no doubting that the Belgian offers something different for City out wide. Something showcased on the right wing against Villa, but while he strikes fear into defenders up and down the country with a jagged and unpredictable dribbling style, there was one youngster who fancied his chances during a recent training session. Wales youth international Rhys Thomas, 17, won't be a name City fans are overly familiar with. A fullback who can operate on either flank, he's made 6 appearances in the Under-18 Premier League this season. The expectation is that he will become a regular in that academy side next year, and he did his chances no harm when asked to participate with the first team a few months back. Thomas, who has recently signed a new contract at City, found himself up against Doku, and the Belgian is said to have failed to jink his way past Thomas throughout the session. Doku's teammates found this particularly amusing. The 17-year-old right-back has made 9 appearances for City's U1 side across all competitions and has managed to score 1 goal in that time. Bearing in mind how Doku has the second highest number of successful take-ons, 72, in the entire Premier League this season, this showcases just how impressive it must be for Thomas to stifle the tricky winger in training. Savinho arrival date revealed. Man City have agreed a deal to sign Girona star Savinho, sources have told Football Insider. Speaking on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, transfer correspondent Peter Rourke revealed that the Citizens are set to bring the winger to the Etihad next season. It is believed that Savinho, 19, is not expected to have an immediate impact on Pep Guardiola's starting lineup, but will feature in the matchday squads. No official confirmation has been heard from City, but the teenager is expected to link up with the Premier League and Champions League holders in the new season. The Brazilian has had an exceptional campaign with Girona this season, having bagged 10 goals and 7 assists across 33 appearances in all competitions. Savinho is currently on loan to the La Liga side from League 2 side Troyes, with both clubs owned by the City Football Group, the holding company that owns 100% of Man City. He joined the City Football Group from Brazilian side Atlético Mineiro in the summer of 2022, reportedly for an initial £5.5 million with up to £5.1 million in potential add-ons. The Brazil international was initially sent to Troyes but has been sent out on loan to PSV Eindhoven and Girona. Savinho has been a key player in Girona's unexpected title challenge in La Liga and recently earned his senior debut for Brazil in the recent international break as a 78th-minute substitute against England last month, the 23rd of March. Man City sit 3rd in the Premier League table after their 4-1 win against Aston Villa on Wednesday night, the 3rd of April, and are 3 points behind table-toppers Liverpool. They are next in action against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park on Saturday afternoon, the 6th of April. Arsenal and Manchester City eyeing up a move for highly rated winger. According to a report from HITC, the two clubs are hoping to sign the 16-year-old forward, who plays for Dinamo Tbilisi. The attacker has 2 goals and 2 assists across all competitions this season, and his performances have attracted the attention of the top clubs across Europe. Silva could develop into an important first-team player for the 2 English clubs, and it remains to be seen where he ends up. Arsenal and Manchester City have done well to nurture talented young players in recent seasons, and they could help the 16-year-old fulfill his tremendous potential as well. Moving to the Premier League will be an exciting step up in his career, and he will look to prove himself at a higher level. Working under managers like Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola will help the youngster develop further. Both managers have done well to nurture young players throughout their managerial careers. The 16-year-old is expected to force his way into the Georgian national team ahead of the European Championships this summer, and it remains to be seen how the situation develops. Silva could prove to be a quality future investment for both English clubs, and they have the financial resources to get the deal done as well. The 16-year-old must look to join a club where he will get regular opportunities to showcase his abilities, and a move to Arsenal or Manchester City would be ideal. Both clubs have shown a willingness to trust in young players if they're good enough. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support City Insider.